Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Bill and this is Mr. Milo. You'll see a lot more of Mr. Milo at the very end of the video. As always, he has earned his own little segment in the show now called the Milo Moment, so you'll see him at the end. So today we bring a very interesting situation to you. Some of you may not know that I have a background in television and video production. I did that for many, many years. I've literally produced thousands of videos, and this was back in the 70s, and the 80s, and the 90s, and the 2000s, and did several episodic television shows. And what a change it's been from when I started in the 80s to things like these training programs that were not very good, very archaic. The music, especially, you could tell, are definitely 80s. And in the 90s, we started doing some higher tech stuff with some green screen and things like that. And then in the 2000s, we ended up doing some pretty cool virtual sets, 3D looking virtual sets and things like that. But nothing tops today with what this video that I was able to do. At 70 years old, I was able to do my complete fully AI training video. So that's what you're going to see. And it happens to be on a very serious topic. One that I'm going to do a series of medical videos on, but this one is on dementia, which I know what some of you are thinking. Yeah, that's perfect for somebody of 70 years old or older. Yeah, maybe so. But I think it's really a good topic for a lot of people that are aging, that want to know, does their loved one have dementia? Is it something that they might have? There's some things in here that are very easy to test for that. So I do think it's a very interesting topic. But most of all, it's important to me that at 70 years old, I was able to do this. We'll talk more about how I did it and the software that I did and everything afterwards, and how easy it is to do. But for right now, take a look. It's only 3 minutes long, and I hope you get something out of this.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Ailments and Remedies. Today we are going to talk about a very sensitive subject that many don't like to talk about as they get older. Now we all have what I have called for years brain farts every once in a while, where we forget what we were getting ready to do, or what I struggle with, forgetting names, movies, our addresses. But these are all considered to be normal as we get older. Some of my doctor friends have said that many of their patients come in to see them and ask, how do they know if they are becoming demented? Maybe it's a family member they are concerned about. And then they say the hated D word, dementia. So first, what is dementia? Dementia is not a specific disease, but is rather a general term for the impaired ability to remember, think, make decisions that interferes with doing everyday activities. Alzheimer's disease is the most common type of dementia. Though dementia mostly affects older adults, it is not a part of normal aging. The good news is that there are several tests online that you can take for this. One is called the Mini Mental Status Exam. The Mini Mental State Examination is a tool that can be used to systematically and thoroughly assess mental status. It is an 11-question measure that tests 5 areas of cognitive function: orientation, registration, attention and calculation, recall, and language. The maximum score is 30. A score of 23 or lower is indicative of cognitive impairment. The exam takes only 5 to 10 minutes to administer and is therefore practical to use repeatedly and routinely. I have included a link below to an article about the Mini Mental State Examination. Another one is called SAGE, which stands for Self-Administered Gerocognitive Exam. It's designed to detect early signs of cognitive memory or thinking impairments. It evaluates your thinking abilities and helps physicians to know how well your brain is working. It is basically a 15-question questionnaire of how to assess whether dementia is coming on for you or maybe a loved one. Once again, there is a link in the description, and there is what is called MiniCog. It also can be found online. It will help you gauge the risk or your family member's risk of dementia and only takes a few minutes. You can also do what's called serial sevens. Serial sevens, often called the descending subtraction task, is where a patient counts down from 100 by sevens, like 100, 93, 86, 79, etc. This is a very popular test that has been in use since 1944. The test is also used in determining when a patient is becoming unconscious under anaesthetic prior to major surgery. Also, you can ask the person to draw a clock. If they can't draw a clock within a particular time, or the numbers are out of order, that too can be a sign of dementia. You would be surprised of the power of a clock. It can tell you a lot about a person's mental status. Well, I hope I have helped you out at least a little about what dementia is and how to test for it. As I said earlier, I have placed several valuable links in the description. Always remember, if you ever feel that you or a family member is having an emergency situation, call 911 immediately. And please be sure to contact your personal physician with any questions that you may have about dementia. So, until next time, go out and have a great day, but stay healthy and safe.
So there you have it, my very first fully AI-produced video. Something that I didn't think I would ever do, especially at age 70. I put a lot of things in the description about the software that I used, and there's a lot of information, a lot of source information to back up these little tests and these little symptomatic type things that you can do some more homework on with dementia. As I said, it's a very serious topic, and one that is not only apropos for us who are getting up in the years and our friends and relatives, but also obviously there's a lot been said about what's going on in the world about this topic here that we won't get into right now. But so one thing you'll find on this channel is that we do lots of different things. I'm going to be able to bring to you all sorts of interesting topics, but just keep in mind the most importantly that as I said, I'm 70 years old. If I can do this, anybody can do it. I put off for years and years getting back at this and starting to produce videos for YouTube, but finally got back on the bandwagon and found out that that I can do it, even though it's all brand new to me, since I've been out of it for 20-something years. But getting back into it's a lot of fun, and like I said, now being able to produce a fully functioned AI video is pretty cool. So if I can do it, you can do it. So remember our saying on this channel: we report, you fact check. So always do that. Today was a snowy day in Dallas-Fort Worth, so Mr. Milo got to see his first snow today. So he's having fun peeking out of every window we have in the house, getting a different perspective of it. And speaking of Milo, here is Milo's moment. I hope you enjoy. Look forward to seeing you next time. Love you guys.